Rolling Hills Asylum.
Welcome to Beyond Paranormal with Ben and Cheryl, brought to you by the DTM Wicked Radio Network. Tonight's guest is a longtime veteran of the paranormal field. We will be talking tonight to Pete Stagman of Team Parahunter. Listeners are encouraged to call in at 818-431-8214 or 713-955-0384 with any questions or comments. As always, we are encouraged our listeners to join us in our live chat room, www.dtmwickedradio.com/beyondparanormal. Click on Listen and Chat. You can log in with a username, password, by connecting with Facebook. I hope you will all stay with us for a great show.
Hey, everybody. That was my daughter, Delaney, making her debut. I hope you are all doing good tonight. We will be talking with the wonderful Pete Stagman in just a few moments. I hope you will all be joining us this evening. It's going to be a great night, great conversation. And I know that Ben is looking forward to talking with Pete about a lot of different things. He's got a lot of technical things that are beyond me that Ben just loves to talk about. So we will wait for Pete to call in and pick his brain a little bit. I hope you enjoyed our intro. My daughter, Delaney, it was her 10th birthday yesterday, so we asked her if she wanted to do our co-host intro, and she was very excited to do that. She didn't do too bad of a job. So I hope you could all understand her. If not, let me just say again that we're going to be talking to Pete Stagman of Team Parahunter this evening, longtime veteran of the paranormal field, over 22 years. We hope that you will all call in 818-431-8214 or 713-955-0384 with any questions or comments that you might have. And as always, we have a live chat room. If you go to dtmwickedradio.com/beyondparanormal, you can click on that listen and chat button. You can log in with a username and password. Or by connecting, you can click on the little Facebook button, and that'll get you right in there. So our chat room is open, and we are waiting now for Pete to connect with us. Our wonderful producers will let me know as soon as he's in. And I think Ben's coming up. He'll be here in just a minute, too. I've had a horrible week. My daughter's birthday party was actually over this past weekend, and I was rushing around and, of course, had a knife in my hand, which don't ever trust me with a knife, apparently. Was cutting the wrong way and cut right down to my knuckle. Had to leave the birthday party less than an hour into it and go to the emergency room and get 3 stitches and a splint for my fingers so that they won't rip, because it was like right down to the knuckle, which isn't fun, and it hurt a lot. I think I'm more annoyed that I can't bend it and use it the way I was using it before. That's been my week. Ben's been having a hard time, too, so I hope that you can send some good light and positive energy to him. He hurt his knee at work, and he's waiting. He has to go in for surgical consult on the 5th for a tear in his meniscus under his kneecap. So I'm just really hoping that that will go well. That's been something that's been on my mind all week, and I know it's been on his too. Never fun when these kinds of things happen, especially at work, and he loves his job so much. Let me just tell you that Christopher St. Booth and Andrea Perron are going to be on our show next week. Chris will be on at 8, and Andrea will be on at 9. So we are really looking forward to that. The week after, we have Bill Bean coming on. He'll be on at 8 o'clock. And coming up in the next few weeks, we just have a lot of great guests. So I hope that you all stay tuned and continue to listen to this show because I think it's a great show, and I think we do a great job. I'm told we do have a caller. I'm hoping that it's Pete Stagman. Pete, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Hey, Pete, how are you?
All right, how you doing?
I'm not too bad. Other than some
can you hear me okay?
I can.
Okay, good.
I can. It's been a rough week for me. I missed half of my daughter's birthday party because I cut myself with a knife right down to the knuckle. Had to go get a couple stitches and my finger. Good time.
Ouch. How'd you manage that?
Oh, it was the stupidest thing, really. I was getting ready to grill lunch for the kids, and I had bought a brand new pair of tongs, and there was like this hard plastic thing on the top of it. Instead of cutting away from me, I was rushing and cut towards me, and it just went right through my finger. Not fun.
Yeah. I've had a few of those. Not exactly that same way, but
Yeah.
I used to be a mechanic, and I actually jabbed a screwdriver through my finger once, and then I cut it off with a chainsaw, and luckily it wasn't all the way through, and they sewed it back on. So I've had my share.
Oh. Yeah, that's definitely not fun. I know Ben's had quite a few experiences as a child where body parts were half hanging on, fingers from dirt biking and four-wheeling, and he'd go home and his mom would be like, yep, it's bad, we got to go get it sewn on.
Right.
And I hear him coming up here right now. Say hello, Ben.
Hi, just bear with me.
All right, I'm hanging.
Where is the juice splattered in my hand?
Yep, my lovely daughter, she just turned 10. She did our opening. I don't know if you were able to hear that.
I did hear it. It was a little crackly, but I heard it.
Yeah, she's got a tiny voice. But
Yep.
it was her birthday yesterday, and none of my other kids are home, so we're like, how would you like to co-host with us and read our intro for us? And she's like, yay! So I was like, okay then.
Nice. Well, that's fun. Getting into the paranormal early.
Oh yeah, my eldest is full out, wants to be right up front with all of us. Be a junior investigator. She dressed up as a junior investigator for Halloween. I mean, we made her a fake K2, and she brought one of my old people and everything. It was a riot. I did just an iron-on logo and stuff on a cheap black sweatshirt and stuff, and it was a hit. She loved it.
That's great.
Now, you've been investigating for over 20 years. What got you into that? How did that happen for you?
It's kind of a long story. There's a bunch of different incidents. Back when I was with my ex-wife, the first house that we had moved into. Now, I've always had an interest in the paranormal. When I was a kid, it was more UFOs because I was really into sci-fi. And then later on, it got more into the paranormal on the spirit side, the ghosts and vampires and stuff like that. But what really got me into it was when we first got married. We moved into this house, and I was sitting in the living room one morning. Actually, it was one evening, watching TV, and my wife's daughter, who was around 5 or 6 at the time, I saw her out of the corner of my eye walk across the room, go into the bathroom, turn on the light, shut the door, and I yelled at her. I said, "What are you doing?" And I hear my wife upstairs, and she says, "Who are you talking to?" And I said, "Kerry." And she says, "Kerry's up here." And I said, "No, I just saw her walk into the bathroom." And she said, "No, I'm looking right at her." So I ran up. I ran to the bathroom. I opened up the door, and the light was on, and the toilet was flushing. that was probably the first. That was in my entire life. That is the only time that I ever saw something that I thought was a human. If you know what I mean, a real paranormal thing that there's no other explanation for, and I swear it was human. And obviously it wasn't. That really got me into saying, wow, there's stuff that I just plain don't understand what's going on. And that was kind of the beginning of it. You know, over the years, we moved into another place after that where it was more, I don't want to say, I hate demonology. I'm not a big demon fan, but it was those type of things. It was more on the poltergeists, bad feeling, weird stuff happening, but never seeing anything kind of place. And that was the first place I ever actually investigated. So that's kind of what got me into it. It was those two houses.
I know how that